What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. I just got this email from, I guess I can say his name because it doesn't really matter. So, Jason Johnson. So, Jason, this one's for you, buddy. He said, first of all, I apologize if it's a bit long. It's not really a long email. Trust me, guy. I get like fucking emails out of 3 pages long of just, it's hard to even read the thing because there's so much information. This guy has like a paragraph, so it's not really that bad, but it's a good question. He said, is a person losing weight about 2 pounds a week consistently for months, 18 months to be exact? This person is about 45 pounds over their target weight, and body fat target is 10%. This person wants to compete at some point, but during the journey to become fit. Would this person benefit from doing a small contest prep of 4 to 6 weeks, which would speed up fat loss but not be so fast that you would have metabolic adaptation damage due to it being a short period? The reason is to get them mentally and physically ready for the challenges ahead and to help them reach their goals faster. The person is me. Well, Jason, here we go. Now, first of all, you can damage your metabolism or you can have adaptation in a week's time. So 4 to 6 weeks, I don't know where you got this information from or who you're listening to. It's false. Literally, I've seen people within a week's time. That's why a plateau happens. A plateau happens with metabolic adaptation. And we've seen this time and time again, we as in personal trainers. Okay, I know some people out there like to say we when they're like, read a study and they act like they're the ones doing the studies, but that's not me. I'm saying we as a personal trainer because I've trained a bunch of people in the last 10, 20 years now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, the metabolic adaptation can actually happen pretty quick. There's no such thing as a small contest prep. These little mini cuts that people like to do and shit, you lose a little bit of water. Your body, metabolism-wise, it really takes, depending on the person. If you're the type of person that's losing this weight, a person that might be really well-tuned, I should put, okay, which is that's someone who trains very intensely, is very consistent for years at a time, eats certain foods that process faster and digest faster and are more optimal for their body, and regularly do their cardio, their body's going to change a lot faster. So someone who's starting from a higher body fat and with more body weight to lose, body fat wise, it's going to take them a little more longer to get ramped up. Now, anybody who's ever done a contest knows at the end of your contest prep, your metabolism is fucking screaming. It's absolutely screaming. And as the show approaches, it gets even faster. It's not uncommon to lose 6 to 8 pounds that last week that you didn't even thought you had to lose and wind up stringing out and sucking out and getting flat and having a hard time filling out. That's how fast your metabolism gets at the end. But when you start, a good example is when in 2007 I did a diet with my friend Richard Siegelman. So he had gotten the diet from, I believe it was Chris Aceto. It was a carb cycling. And my hard carb day was 4 cups dry of oatmeal for my breakfast. Now, after you cook that up, it's like a fucking bowl. It's a gigantic bowl. It's huge. I had a bitch of a time getting that down. I could not get that fucking oatmeal down. I would leave about half of it, and I was like, Rich, this is so much fucking oatmeal. Like, I can't even fucking stand it. And I had like 8 ounces of chicken, 8 ounces of tilapia. I was like, dude, I can't even eat this fucking food. Fast forward about 8 to 9 weeks, I was woofing that oatmeal down, and by the time the contest came, the week before, when I was eating that oatmeal, I was actually still hungry when I was done eating it. Your metabolism gets faster and faster, processes the food faster, and your body burns through it a lot faster. So, these mini cut things, I'm not really sure why people do them, to be honest with you. But unless they're doing them, like I said, they already have a metabolism that's very efficient and they're very consistent. But, the other thing you said in here is the reason is to get them mentally and physically ready in challenges ahead. Listen, a 4 to 6 week prep, these mini prep, the only reason you would do it in mini prep is because you're, let's face facts, pussing out of doing a full prep of 12 weeks, right? You're trying to test the waters. The only way you're going to know if you can do a prep is if you do a 12-week prep. 4 to 6 weeks isn't even going to touch it because it's not going to show you, it's not going to prepare you for shit. It's going to prepare you to learn how to make your food and, time management. But for the things that you're going to go through for weeks 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 to 6 weeks isn't even going to show you the tip of the iceberg. So anybody that's ever competed can tell you, 4 weeks out from a show after you've been dieting for 12 weeks, which is 8 weeks in, which is 2 more weeks than you plan on dieting here. I call it the boo-hoos. You fucking crack up mentally like that last month. You don't just want to eat, but you're like rationally, you can't even fucking think straight half the time. So, do I think it's a good thing? No. I think it's an absolute fucking waste of time to do these 4 to 6 week cuts. Either cut or don't. If you're going to cut, start cutting and don't stop until you're fucking lean. And if that's 8 weeks, if that's 4 weeks, if that's 15 weeks, if that's 25 weeks, get your ass in gear and start fucking cutting and stay on your fucking diet. Like, I don't want to hear these like, well, okay, you say 4 to 6 weeks mini cut. What are you going to do after that? I guarantee you're going to jack your fucking calories back up. You're probably going to go off all the diet completely altogether because it's a 4 to 6 week diet that, to you is hard and not normal, but to someone who's been competing, 4 to 6 weeks is fucking nothing. It's just a normal day. So you're going to go off the diet, you're going to gain a bunch of fat back, and you'll have learned what? That it's hard to diet. I mean, I can tell you that, and anybody else can tell you that that's ever done a diet before for 12, 16, 24, 36 weeks. It's fucking hard. You know what I mean? If it's your goal to do a contest one day, pick a fucking contest. Pick it, make it your fucking goal, get lean, and fucking do everything you can to be in your best shape when you're on that stage, period. Don't worry about this, should I do this much? Get fucking lean now. If you want to be a bodybuilder, look like a bodybuilder, get in shape. And what that takes is not how many weeks this, how many weeks that. You need to start eating like you want to be a bodybuilder. You need to start eating like you want to be a competitor. You need to start training like you want to be a competitor. You need to start doing cardio like you want to be a competitor. If you want to be a competitor someday, you need to start living like a competitor now. Biohazardtraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biohazardtraining.com is a blog. It's a live like a competitor bicep, and we're out.